Okay, so what diet is best for weight loss? Because there's a lot of debate out there in terms of, which one should I follow? Well, we already covered this, but just to recap, among popular diets, there is no single superior diet for weight loss among popular diets. So if you look at the ones I have here, this is a colleague, dietitian, fellow dietitian. She basically breaks down all the different types of diets, and they all do the same thing using different strategies. They cut calories either by restricting food choices, with portion control, restricting the time that you eat, or the types of foods you eat. So they all tend to cut calories by around 20-25% in general, but there is no superior single diet for weight loss. You got to be able to stick to it. That's the biggest determinant. Like, pick the one that you feel the best, that you can stick to, because that's the biggest determinant of it. And you have to be able to sustain that calorie deficit to continuously lose that fat, or you're going to hit a plateau like most people do. So referring you guys back to the masterclass on popular diets, it's a link we'll include in the slides when you're able to download them. If you're familiar with your dotFIT account, the trainer's on here. It's under dotFIT tools in your trainer account. Okay, now the trade-off is you cut calories, right? Well, you're also going to cut out your vitamins and minerals, your micronutrients. And so this is a big time study that identified for popular diets. I'm sure all of you know someone or have or done it yourself that has followed the low carb diet. Some of you follow Mediterranean. Some of you follow the low fat, high carb diets. And then maybe some of you follow the DASH diet. So these diets were analyzed for 27 vitamins and minerals. Each one of them failed to provide 12 to 21 essential micronutrients. And so they extrapolated the data and found that almost 28,000 calories were needed to get all 27 micronutrients. There's a little bit more micronutrients than 27, but those are the ones that tend to be missing. And so why do you care about that? Well, if you watch the other master classes on micronutrients, your micronutrient intake impacts everything about your body, especially your long-term health. And Neal has done a bunch of stuff in this area and is publishing a paper right now on micronutrient intakes and lifespan and play span. So this right here is a breakdown of, okay, if you're following a diet, paleo, keto, vegan, gluten-free, intermittent fasting, this is basically a summary of how it works, what you can, what you can't eat. These are the nutrients that are going to tend to be missing. And so what we've done is we've said, hey, you don't want to miss micronutrients. We know it, messes with your metabolism. We know it can put you at risk for long-term health issues. So here are the supplements that we recommend. Let's say you're a vegan. Well, you're going to tend to be low and the nutrients are only found in animal foods. So we recommend check your vitamin D, get more if needed. You can get that from plant sources. Get your omega-3 fats, get your B12 and zinc. So all these things you should be filling in the gaps if you are following one of these diet patterns that eliminates something in terms of micronutrients. Comment, Neal?
Well, just, again, I gave up a long time ago, as you know, Kat, when I first, when I first created the Body Bug. I gave up a long time ago telling people how to eat, right? There's a real simple way to eat, and it is almost the Mediterranean style, if you will. There's a real that captures pretty much as much nutrition as you can get out of food at the calories that allow you to stay lean, which is why everybody on the planet, no matter how well you eat, needs a multivitamin mineral. That is not negotiable. That is automatic, right? It just gets worse with these diets. So these diets have only helped our business because everybody needs 10 times more supplements. But yeah, our goal is to get everybody as clean as possible, obviously, when it gets to, or the best you can anyway, with a variety of foods. The human body is an omnivore. It was born to be an omnivore. It's evolved as an omnivore. It eats what it can and it figures out how to put it together, not just eliminating food groups. So I just want to keep that in mind for everybody.
Okay, great. So this is, again, a continuation of popular diets. When you look at, this is actually a really cool study, a paper. If you read this paper, you'll be able to, dig into the details. But it's basically a comparison of changes in fat mass and lean mass on these different diet types, if you will. And so you can see, and Neal's taught this for many, many years now, in general, when you're on a weight loss diet, for every pound, a quarter of it's going to be lean mass, and the rest, 3/4 is going to come from fat. But notice the outlier on this chart, right? So you can see that the high protein diet is going to save you much more, right? Over half amount as lean mass. and significantly more body fat. So, again, bodybuilders knew this for a long, long time, and the research is a little bit slow in catching up. But now it's nice to see, it is getting tested out, and it is, we can actually show the proof that not only is a high protein diet going to be better for you body composition wise, but even high protein intakes, triple this amount, triple the RDA, quadruple the RDA has been shown to be safe when it's tested for over a year. So it doesn't harm your kidneys in healthy individuals. Now, if you do have problems with kidneys, then that's a different story.